All right, cue the graphics, Steve. Good evening, Los Santos. Dan Dorfman here with Weazel News, reporting the news you need to hear when you need to hear it. It's a very sad and difficult sometimes to report the news. Sometimes it is hard because the human element is so overwhelming as you think about your own loved ones and those that have been injured in the line of duty. Many of the citizens of Los Santos need to have say your prayers tonight. Hold your loved ones close. Give them an extra hug and a kiss. These are difficult days like today, where we have to report that the emergency medical services here in Los Santos have lost an excellent medical technician, one that no doubt many people have come in contact with. And while the next of kin are being notified, we'll withhold the name for now until officially released. But suffice it to say that this individual will leave a hole that will take some time to fill in the hearts of the citizens of Los Santos. We're standing outside Crusade Medical, the emergency entrance here, where several of the most critically wounded in today's battles on the streets of Los Santos and Paleto and Sandy Shores have been transported to the finest trauma center here in the city, in Davis. Our understanding is that several officers that were injured that we reported on up in the Paleto area have now been transferred down here to Crusade, where they are currently being operated on and are in very critical condition. You can see behind me several citizens of Los Santos that have gathered. Several of the police officers, including I believe that's Director Andrews. That's Trooper Tora Hart. You can see her wave there. We hope that her and her husband are both safe. That Director Andrews is indeed safe. It's been a difficult day for the police here. We'll be going over towards Mission Row for an official statement soon. Director Andrews, is that you, Director?
Yes,
would
sir,
you mind? I know this has been a very, very difficult day for you, but would you mind giving us a statement on the events of the day, the prison breakout, and what you can tell us about the situation currently?
Yes, sir. About 4 or 5 hours ago, we did have a prison breakout of Bolingbrook Penitentiary. 4 lifers. There was 4 individuals that were serving a life term. Were able to escape. Long story short, they were able to take me hostage, which led on to a long... Sorry, it's been a long day. Which led to negotiations on top of Pillbox Bank with Assistant Director Mason and myself. Assistant Director Mason's one was then taken hostage at that location as well. A lot of gunfire ensued at the bank, where paramedic Grendel was shot and ultimately lost his life from the gunshot wound. Assistant Director Mason was involved in some sort of serious accident up in Polito, where he's suffered a bunch of first-degree burns. He's currently in critical condition. Been a horrible day for first responders.
Indeed, we've.
One of the individuals is deceased, and 3 of them are still outstanding.
When you say outstanding, you mean that they are injured and currently being treated for their injuries. Their condition at this point is critical, but unknown.
No, 3 of them are still out there, and we're still looking for them actively. One of them is deceased.
This is in addition. Is this in addition, Director? Is this in addition to the medic Grendel?
The suspects involved in this that are responsible for this. One of the suspects is deceased. 3 of them are still outstanding.
My misunderstanding.
Medic Grendel has unfortunately lost his life, and Assistant Director Mason is still fighting for his.
All right, we've asked the citizens of Los Santos to go and to donate blood, as well as to keep all of the fine men and women of the EMS, as well as the San Andreas State Police, in their thoughts and prayers tonight. I know it's been a very difficult day for you and your staff, your team. The gratitude of the public, well, no words I think can communicate the gratitude that the civilians here have. Can you tell us which one of the individuals is deceased at this point in time?
One Boris Knightley.
So Boris ultimately has ended up being freed. Is he the one that was at the pillbox?
Yes, if that's...
At the Pillbox Hill bank. Was he the one on top that had you directly kidnapped?
Yes, sir.
All right, he fired shots at us as well as we went by. We were staged in the alleyway behind, looking to stay out of the way, but observe and report to the authorities as we could. No doubt,
Yes, sir.
Assistant Director Mason is receiving the finest care available here at Crusade Hospital. He's been transferred down here. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we still have 3 individuals that are considered armed and dangerous. Is there anything else that you wish to communicate to the public this evening, Director, regarding this particular situation?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Is there anything else that you wish to communicate to the public, Director, regarding this active situation, still active?
We'll be putting out a description and names of the individuals a little later. But we do advise, if you do see these individuals, they'll try to interact with them, to call 911. They're very armed and very dangerous.
All right. And is there any is there believed to be any link between this and the bomb that was found during the high-speed chase on the freeway heading north of Los Santos last evening?
I don't believe so. I don't think there is any link to that at all.
As far as you know, have you been able to make arrests in that particular case, or is that still an ongoing investigation as to the bombing suspects that I believe it was a taxi cab, a downtown cab, as a matter of fact. We saw it at the quarry.
Yes, sir. I do believe a arrest was made on that. One Bill Ding.
Oh, shit. Bill Ding? I'm sorry. Bill Ding. What the hell is he doing with a bomb?
Um, I'm not too sure. He didn't provide any answer on what he was doing with the bomb in his taxi cab.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Director. It's good to hear that that particular case has been solved, though it's very troubling to hear that explosives like this have been found within the city. It's but
It is very troubling to see. I think we spoke the last time. There's been a rise in automatic weapons and just unforeseen weapons coming in from I don't know where, and we're actively trying to investigate it of where they're coming from. So I'm glad we were able to stop Bill Ding before he got to whatever destination he was trying to get with the bomb, and nobody was hurt.
as we are as well. That was quite the situation, and may I say that your department and staff reacted with the utmost professionalism and minimized the amount of any casualties that might have occurred from that situation. Thank you again for the hard effort of the day, Director. I'm sure we'll be in touch as this situation continues to unfold. This is Dan Dorfman with
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Weazel News, the news you need to hear when you need to hear it. Stephen, we're going to go back to you in the studio, and Los citizens urge you to keep Assistant Director Mason in your thoughts and prayers this evening. Back to you, Stephen.